Alright, today we're going to be going through one of the best and most affordable Rust externals on the market, Ignite.pub. Now, I've dubbed over the first bit just because you can. It's so loud, but as you can see, the cheat performs really well, even with hundreds of people thrown at the overlay. Now, first things first, we're going to get a little config set up for us, and then we're going to go through all the different features of this cheat and just how well it performs. I think it ranks as probably one of the best Rust cheats for 2025. Alright, and first thing you're going to notice is on the right side, you can see these boxes. These actually select which hitbox you want to target and which hitbox will be prioritized. So you can prioritize hitting head. You can then switch this for every single different gun. You can adjust speed, detach time, everything. This cheat is completely customizable to you and your needs. So if you see, if we do aim speed at 100, it will just instantly snap on. We do aim speed a little bit lower, maybe 3%, quite low. As you can see, it will slowly kind of go on. Obviously, there's silent, so if you want to shoot something, as long as it's in that little range there, it will hit. Aimbot is essentially the same in most cheats you use, so we're going to skip past that and go straight on to the ESP options. So for player ESP, I thought this was super cool. You can rearrange where you want all the different parts of the ESP. So if you want meters on the left, right, you can have what weapon they're holding. You can change all the different flags. You can decide where exactly you want them, etc. I think it's awesome. Okay, and then obviously you can do a max distance if you want to render players closer to you. This cheat doesn't really have a problem with rendering too many players. You can obviously render their team as well and whether they're visible. I believe the vis check is actually quite good on this cheat, so yeah, it's definitely worth having on. Okay, next up, we can then select your teammate ESP. This is the ESP for scientists and bots. For example, if you didn't want to have a box, you just wanted to have a skeleton, remove everything else. Maybe just a name for scientist or something like that. Have that at the top. Super clean, super easy to do. And we can then do sleepers as well. So then there is also prefabs, so you can select traps, crates, farmables, and then you can activate all the farmables with this button, or you can go through, or there's even a search bar. If we look for maybe mushroom, there we go. You can just enable it like that, change the color, opacity, everything, all that good stuff. Now we have dropped items, which is one of the most useful features in ESP in general, which basically allows you to see anything that's on the floor. So let's do weapons. Say you wanted to find, I don't know, maybe an Eoka to make a play. You just go like that. Eoka pistol will come up. Super simple. Weapon selection works in the exact same way as prefabs do. The ESP is super simple. If you just want to look for a weapon on the floor to get a play, you can activate all, and that will check every single box there is, and then you can disable all, and you can activate all ESP and disable all ESP with these buttons. This is your miscellaneous, your recoil modification, your spread, your spray, everything like that. You can increase and decrease your rate of fire, instant bow, instant compounds, super cool stuff. And obviously there is Spider-Man, which will allow you to climb walls like a Spider-Man would. Now, the other thing that is super cool about this cheat is the debug camera is fully functional. A lot of cheats, the debug camera is kind of shaky or doesn't work very well because of the way they're doing it. The debug camera works exactly as you would expect. It's really good. We have shoot unmounted, fly hack, of course, X-ray, which is super useful, zoom, which is definitely one of my favorite features on all cheats, just so you can see what people are doing. Super useful. Bright caves and bright night. They pretty much explain themselves. And then here you can make a config. I normally just slap a random name and make that the default config. Now, of course, as you've noticed in the top right, there'll be the belt viewer, which is super easy to use and it's super useful. You can look at whoever, and it will show what's in their inventory right up at the top, and it's completely movable while you have the menu screen open. So if you'd like to check this cheat out for yourself, there will be a link in the description. If not, then check out the video. I have it linked at the end.